This video is about the District 9. We've got 9 scales, multiple octaves depending on which instrument you're playing, and how to approach memorizing them and getting up to the goal tempo of quarter note equals 60 with the pattern of quarter notes and eighth notes. It's a long process, it's a lot to do, but start small, start with control, and you'll be fine. The first step is to learn all the scales at 1 octave in the main range, whatever is most comfortable for you, and develop the ability to play it at quarter note equals 60. To do this, you might need to use some techniques from the Learning a New Scale video. Go back and reference that for all of those steps in case you're learning any of these for the first time. Most of you have a really good jump on a lot of these scales for at least 1 octave. Once all 9 are completed for 1 octave, go back and hit the multiple octave ones. Most instruments will have at least 1 second octave. For flute and clarinet, you're going to have one that has 3 octaves, and so you'll approach it the same way. Brass players and oboe players, you're going to have 10 1-octave scales through this method. Saxophone players, bassoon players, you're going to have 15, and then flute and clarinet, you're going to have 19 individual octaves through this method. So once that's all done, up to 60 beats per minute, you're going to start to put those together. Make sure you review each individual octave before trying it all together. So for me in bassoon, F major is a good one. And then I'll check the higher one. In real life, I did just make a mistake there. My finger wasn't over that hole and I cracked the G. So I'm going to review that one again. Okay, that's better. Now I'm going to put them together, but I'm not going to go that fast just yet because I really want to make sure I'm thinking, especially as I go from the lower to the higher going up and then from the higher to the lower coming back down, about that transition, the fingers, etc. Okay, so in real life, use a metronome and gradually get faster up to 60 beats per minute. In some cases, it might help for your individual octaves to be able to play slightly beyond 60 beats per minute so that when you do your 2 octaves at 60 beats per minute, it's okay. You'll do the same thing with the 3 octaves, practice them individually. Get to the point where you can play all 9 together without making a single mistake at 60 beats per minute. Use the method of, if you make 1 mistake, go back and play it 3 times without a mistake before proceeding, and that'll help you get in the habit of not making mistakes. With the memorization portion, once you're able to play through all 9 using music at tempo without making a mistake, then it's time to start testing your memory. Take away the music for individual octaves and scales and see if you can still play it. Chances are, if you've gone through this process with the appropriate control and gone through it very stepwise in the way that I've laid out for you, you'll be able to play it from memory because you'll have done it so many times. Use the same process for each scale. Gradually, you'll be able to play all 9. Remember, go back, fix mistakes, go slowly, play with control, use a good tone.